Wayne Jazz Festival. Tonight is one of the, you can clap, thank you, Bill. Get used to clapping.
It's that kind of night. Tonight is, I think, one of the best and proudest nights for our music department as a district. We have 7 different groups that will come on and off the stage tonight celebrating the uniquely American art form of jazz. And you'll hear soloists, and April is Jazz Appreciation Month and Jazz Education Month. So we're very, very proud of tonight because it truly is an all-district performance, and we feature students from elementary to all the way through high school, through our junior high schools. And it's a great chance for the students to enjoy jazz together, but also a chance for you to see students from all over our district perform and enjoy themselves. So we got a little bit behind my fault with a camera issue, but we'd like to start out, and we're very, very glad to feature our All Wayne Elementary Jazz Band. We're going to start out with them under the direction of Michelle Hughes and Ron Gardner.
Good evening. Thank you so much for having us. So it's been a wonderful 5 or 6 weeks working with all of these students. One thing maybe you don't know, they don't write jazz band music for 5th graders. They make it for middle school on the most basic, level. So they are asked to do harder things, like really, really early. But I'm very proud of them. I think you're going to be very impressed with what they sound like. We're going to start with our first piece called What So? If you're a Miles Davis fan, you might know So What? So this is kind of a take on Miles Davis's tune with a little different spin. What So? And now we're going to bring up our newest director of the All Wayne Jazz Band, Mr. Ron Gardner.
Hello, everybody. So it has been so great working with this group these past 6 or so weeks. You know, as Mrs. Hughes had said, they are performing music that is written at least one grade level above where they currently are, and they are doing a fantastic job doing that. We got Hanging In next on the program, written by John Edmondson, and it's going to feature Alec Ruick and Isha Shah. Thank you. So I will be directing the next piece on the program, but before I do, I want to just give a couple of shout-outs. Can we have the drummer stand up? As a rhythm section player, I feel like I have to recognize them for a brief moment. They are absolutely holding it down. So we have Matt Umpadung and Matt Fitzpatrick on drums. Give them a quick round of applause, please. Next up on the program, we have Bugle Call Rag, arranged by Robert Woods. It's going to feature again Alec Ruick, Jasmina Sharma, Caden Montgomery, and Ivan Torres. Thank you so much. Hughes to present the last tune on our program. Thank you.
Thank you. So, before we do our last piece, I just do want to recognize like all our elementary band directors, Mrs. Batiste, Mr. Scott, Mr. Gardner, Mrs. Malucci, and myself. Like, we had to work with these students extra, and I thank you so much for your hard work with them, because obviously it has paid off wonderfully. And it's a wonderful group of students, and so I always miss them. But there's so many of students that went through this group. Raise your hand if you were in this band at some point. A lot of hands, yeah. It's amazing, it's awesome. It's awesome. This is where they get their start, so it's our pleasure to work with the fifth graders of our city. All right, so we're gonna finish up with a very popular song a couple years ago. It's called Hand Clap, so I might turn around and you might clap with me. This is Hand Clap. Trombones, bass sax, stand up. Saxophone, stand up at the front. Drummers, yeah. Bass and keyboards. We have quite some keyboards in the audience. Welcome on stage. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
How about another huge hand for the All-Wayne Elementary Jazz Band? Congratulations, guys. It's always said a tree never grows stronger than its roots, and it's great to see the musical forest that will be blooming soon. Give us just 1 minute. We'll be back with our jazz ensemble from George Washington Middle School. 1, 2, check. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the stage from George Washington Middle School, the George Washington Middle School Jazz Ensemble under the direction of Mr. Nick Vigiletti.
Yeah, there we go. All right, soloists on that one. That was Lazy Bird by John Coltrane. Soloists featured Anthony Kispe on alto sax, Ryan Angle on trombone, Peter Fryer on flute, We had Stephen back in our trumpet section. And tenor sax, Ruby. Such a pleasure to be here tonight. Thank you very much for all coming out and supporting Jazz Appreciation Month, which is in April, and all of our fine ensembles that are playing for you tonight. And especially our elementary ensemble. Another big hand for our elementary jazz ensemble. Everything now that you are about to hear could not happen without our elementary ensemble. So a huge thank you and appreciation to all of our elementary directors for the amazing work that they do in introducing our students to jazz and to their instruments and to music. And I'm sure like a number of our students here, how many of you played in the elementary jazz band when you were? So a number of them are continuing on. So important to everything that we try to do tonight, and you'll love the progression as we go through the middle school and high school ensembles. We're going to continue with our second song, which is called Old Devil Moon. All right, thank you very much. We're going to finish up our set tonight with one more song. It's by the Rolling Stones called I Can't Get No Satisfaction. Okay, awesome, thank you very much. Soloists on that one again, Ryan Nangle on trombone. Stephen Michaels on trumpet. And I always tend to forget my drummers, and I'm sorry for that, but in the drum set on the back, Nick Keevitt on drums. And on the drum solo in our first song on Lazy Bird, we had Jack McGrath. And playing drums for us on Devil Moon, Rafael Rua. So thank you. All right, thanks again for having us here tonight. We hope you enjoy the rest of the ensembles and have a great evening. Thank you.
Another hand from George Washington Middle School Jazz Ensemble under the direction of Mr. Nick Vigiletti. Good job, folks. Give us 1 second. We'll be back with the Anthony Wayne Middle School group. Jackson, would you just can you turn down the overall sound, the gain on the overall sound? We're just trying to deal with a hum. Yeah. Okay, thank you. It sounds like it's coming from the sound system. The hum up above. There you go. Our sound crew, Jackson and Sean. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was a theme from Family Guy, so hopefully you recognize that, or some of you recognize that. Two quick soloists, back at the trumpets, Peter Krasowski back there. Peter, raise your hand. Peter, raise your hand. Peter, raise your hand, so people see you and clap for you. They're clapping for you. Raise your hand. There we go. We didn't practice that. And Pranil Kumar up here. Yes, Pranil on the alto. You probably recognize our next tune also. It's called Caravan. We'll introduce some soloists at the end. Soloist, alto sax, Dan Coletti. And back there on the trumpet, Tommy Yerkin. So before we play our last song, again, thank you to everybody for coming out tonight. It's one of my favorite concerts, like all the years I've been in Wayne now, which is quite a while. Not as many as Mr. P, but pretty close. It's kind of pretty awesome that you can get everybody from like the elementary level all the way through high school at one event doing the same type of thing. So how about a big hand for these guys and everybody else from here tonight? A huge thanks to all my colleagues, obviously on stage tonight, and those who couldn't be here with us, who have other commitments and whatnot. But all the music colleagues, and to all of our administration, upper administration, building administration, for all your support. We couldn't do this without the help of a lot of people, and we all have a nice role in it. So we're going to wrap up with another tune you'll probably recognize. It's called "Smoke on the Water" by a band called Deep Purple. Yeah, there we go. I knew we'd get some reaction. So this is our newest tune. Kind of threw it at them about a month ago, but they kind of latched onto it, and it's fun to play. I'll introduce the soloist at the end, but again, thank you, and this is "Smoke on the Water." back there. And on the drum set, Blake Leshwitz. Everybody, take a stand. Everybody, stand up.
Another hand, please, for the Anthony Wayne Middle School Jazz Ensemble. We have a little bit of a set change now coming up as we're working. But as you've heard a lot of the teachers say tonight, this is such a proud moment for all of us as a town to see so many of you as parents, as of our students coming together to do nothing but listen to each other and enjoy. There's not a trophy, there's not a ribbon in sight. It's just about enjoying the uniquely American art form of jazz and how much we all like performing it together and for each other. This was started about 40 years ago by a man named Larry Solano, who was a teacher here for many years. So we always like to give a shout out for Larry for having the vision to start this many years ago. I was not there. That was even before me, which predates electricity. So if you'd give us just 1 minute, we have a bit of a set change, and we'll be right back with the Skylar Colfax Middle School Jazz Ensemble. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, under the direction of Mr. Dennis Puzak, the Schuyler Colfax Jazz Arm Ensemble.
Thank you very much, Mr. Paterno. On stage, you do see our Schuyler Colfax Jazz Army, or Jazz Band, as you call it. There's a lot of interest in band at Schuyler Colfax, and specifically for our jazz band. So I try to include as many kids as I can. All right, so first song we're going to play, a traditional jazz piece called Swing Thing. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for Nicholas and LeBron on the tenor saxophone. Stand up, Nicholas. Now you can see him instead of seeing through me. Fortunately, a little problem with the microphone, but we got it. So just give us 1 second here at Schuyler. We rotate our instruments. A lot of these instruments that we use piano on some songs, but then they play Barry saxophone. As you see, our drum set player is just switching to the Barry sax right now. Our pianist is going to play he's bass now, and we're going to switch up another trombone player, and he's going to play piano. So just give us 1 second. Thank you very much. Our soloist on the Barry saxophone, was Keanu Kamara. That song was entitled Wayfaring Stranger. Now we're going to switch it up from jazz and we'll do a traditional classic rock song called Africa. and gentlemen, Anthony Rodriguez on the bass, Keanu Camara on the drum set, Sydney Woodard on the euphonium, and last but not least, Molly Claish on the alto saxophone in the front. Let's give them a huge round of applause. Everybody, thank you very much for coming out. We have some amazing high school bands in store for you tonight.
How about one more hand for the Schuyler Colfax Jazz Ensemble under the direction of Mr. Dennis Kruzak. Just give us 1 second for a stage change, and we'll be back with the Wayne Valley Jazz Ensemble. While we're waiting 1 second, a big hand for Mr. Matt Rousseau and Doc Marisitz, our stage crew. Thank you, gentlemen. Come on out, take a bow. Matt's a student teacher from William Patterson looking for a job. Having student taught with us, I highly recommend him if there's anyone out there looking for a music teacher. Please welcome to the stage the Wayne Valley Jazz Ensemble under the direction of our good friend and colleague, and welcome to Wayne, Mr. Chris Ruska.
Thank you so much, and I'm so glad to be a part of the new Wayne family for myself. And we're going to start off in a second playing a piece called Yes or No. But I just wanted to give another shout out to all of the elementary and middle school directors today and all their students. I was sitting in the audience, again, it's my first year in Wayne, and I was just in amazement of all the young talent in Wayne and the love of jazz happening here tonight. So can we please give it a round of applause for our performers and directors? And we are now going to play a piece called Yes or No. we had on the tenor sax, Gabe Santana. Trumpet solo, Zoe Jerkin. Trombone solo, Wadid Hanafi. And on another trumpet solo, Roberto Cisneros. Also want to point out that Roberto just got accepted into William Patterson. Will be going into college next year as an audio engineering jazz studies major at William Patterson, a really great program, so we wish him the best of luck in his musical endeavors. We're going to slow things down a little bit and do a duet featuring Wadid and Roberto called My Funny Valentine.